Hey guys, it's Ryan here and welcome to the second episode of the 2013 race reviews, and we're doing Malaysia for the Malaysian Grand Prix, which has just happened now. Apologies for the voice, I've got a croaky throat so I can't really talk as much, but the overtakes of the week will still come out today, and I do apologise for that if it go a bit over the voice. But the race itself, it was a wet start and all the teams were on the intermediate tyres, and looked the only one for 7 laps, and the track got drier. Alonso had an incident with Vettel at the start at turn 2. He lost a bit of his wing, but somehow stayed out, which was pretty brave of Alonso because he wanted to stay out. He didn't have any new set of intermediates, so he tried to stay out until the track got drier. But it didn't work for him. He lost his wing and went off, and his desperate efforts to try and get back on the track didn't work. The marshals wouldn't let him, so he had to retire, sadly. And then it was really the battle between the Red Bulls and the Mercedes, and all 4 of them at one point were separated by just 5 seconds, and it looked like the Mercedes were better on their tyres and with the medium compound tyre, or the options as we would put it in terms like that. With Hamilton, looked like he was quicker than Rosberg, but Rosberg was quicker during parts of the race. He set the fastest lap of anyone out of the 4 out there, so it was really interesting to see if Mercedes could possibly win the race and battle with Red Bulls, as they did different strategies, with Webber went from intermediates to the mediums to the hard. Vettel went on from the intermediates to the medium and the medium, and so did the 2 Mercedes drivers. So it's good to see a variant of strategies going on, and it was really good to see that was happening. Down the field, McLaren, they had a dismal start. Button did pretty well to get up to 5th place at one point in the race, and looked like to get some good points for McLaren. And then he had this incident, and he had to retire the car with 3 laps to go with some technical difficulties. So that was a real shame for him. And Perez was inside the top 10, which is good for him. His first points finished in Singapore when he got announced as the McLaren driver, so it's good to see him back in the points. And it's a big improvement. It was a mixed day for McLaren, basically. It could have been a great day, but it went down to a sour day in the end, so it was a bit disappointing for them. Kimi Raikkonen, he didn't really have a very good race either, considering he won last week in Australia. So it's really, he looked alright race-wise at some stage of the race. He set fastest laps, but it just didn't look that good, the Lotus car today. Grosjean beat him. So my bold prediction on Harrison's around the corner didn't work out for me today, but well, now I want to go on to a highlight for me of the race, which was Jules Bianchi and Marussia. They finished 13th in the race, which is outstanding for them, for the team in perspective. It shows that Marussia are up there with the midfield teams. They beat Williams, they beat Caterham. I think they beat a Toro Rosso as well, of I think it was Ricciardo, but I think he retired from the race at the last, and the race didn't really check that out. But yeah, big shout out to Marussia. Big result for them. Well done to Jules Bianchi. Once again showing that he has the pace in a slow car in the Marussia. No wonder what he'll be like in the Ferrari if he gets picked up by them in the near future. But now the big talking point was, there's 2 talking points I want to mention. Red Bull and Mercedes at the end. Webber was in the lead. Vettel was behind by about half a second, but on the radio Vettel was saying, "Oh, why is Mark's slow? Let me through, let me through." And then Rocky came over the radio transmission when Vettel got past, only just, and he hit the wall on the main straight when they had a good little battle for the lead. He says, "Sebastian, don't do anything silly." And it looked, for me, it was going to be a moment like Turkey 2010 all over again, but to fair play to both, and there was some great driving from the pair of them to not make contact at all. So it was good to see that happening. Good battle between the 2, and I think Webber was a bit annoyed. And just now I've seen on Twitter and on Sky F1 now, Webber was not impressed. He was not happy. He's not a happy bunny, basically, which is a real shame for him. I would have thought he would have possibly, would have fought for the win, because he was so dominant in that race. He led from the first round of pit stops, and at that point I thought he was going to win, but that's racing for you, and we can't really say anything about that. But the big one, the big talking point, was Mercedes. The last couple of laps, Rosberg caught up to Hamilton, and they have a good little battle going on between the two of them. Hamilton was struggling with fuel though, and had to save a lot of fuel, where Rosberg had a bit more fuel and could fight for positions. But Ross Brawn came over the radio and said, keep the distance between the two. Rosberg came back, requesting to get past Hamilton. Ross Brawn said negative, you can't go through. And yeah, I think we know who the number one driver is and who Mercedes are looking at, which is a bit disappointing. I tweeted a few minutes ago before I did this that I'm not a fan of team orders, it's just not right. Rosberg was far the quickest of the two, and I just think it's ridiculous about this team orders stuff. I don't know why they brought it back. Just let them fight, and if there's an incident, it happens. And I'm a bit disappointed in that. Rosberg should have been on the podium, but it's not. It's a hard decision though to make if you're Ross Brawn. So let me know, guys, in the comments what you think. Do you think team orders is right for the sport, or is it just a way of life now? And do you think Ross Brawn made the right choice keeping Hamilton in front, but Rosberg had the quicker car? So I want to really know, guys, what you think in the comments below on this, and also Red Bull as well in particular. It'll be interesting to see what you think about Webber's reaction when he came out the car and on the podium. So let me, guys, know what you think. But that's it, guys. Thank you for watching this race review. I do apologise again for the voice. And I tried this out. If you guys want to see more of my face, just talking about the review itself, let me know in the comments below. But next time we'll be in China in 2 weeks' time, so I hope you guys come to watch the video. But as always, guys, like and favourite the video and subscribe to my channel for more F1 content. And I shall see you guys next time. So take care, guys, wherever in the world. Have a great day. See you there.